Hey guys, Leash here. 15 days of Facebook Lives. So excited to share with you this last day of Facebook Lives. So what we've been talking about is how to run an exceptional massage business. We've talked about some tactics, some mindset. We've had a bunch of feedback. It's been amazing. It's been a great journey. Hey James, great to have you on here. What I wanted to talk about today on this last Facebook Live for these 15 days is how to what would happen if you could have everything you've ever wanted. How do you actually create a life that you really want and that you've always dreamed of? Basically, it starts by having the courage and being willing to literally look at where it is that you want to go and raise your standards and raise your vision. Because most of us think about something incredibly grandiose and amazing out there somewhere, and then we think we have to be realistic. And I think that it's actually possible to be both. And I think that realistic is one of the worst words that we've ever created and invented. And that we should be realistically. Why? Why be realistic? It's like when you have an amazing idea, something absolutely phenomenal. And someone goes, yeah, but how? It's like, oh, it's so great on that creative skills. Because so many people that I speak to actually adore what they do. They love it. They get frustrated by certain things, but they genuinely want to help people. That's why they became a therapist. That's why they go into the treatment room. That's why they come out tired. That's why they work their butt off. That's why they go and look up books and make sure they've got the right, differential diagnosis and that they're doing the right stuff, because their passion is that they want to absolutely love the people around them. Yeah, absolutely. A big vision can be realistic. And so what I want to share with you guys is this question that I actually asked my mum and my auntie a little while ago. And the question was, it was to do with my grandpa and moving him into a home and how we were going to have that conversation, the joys of working from home and the kids being around. But basically, how are we going to help him have a conversation around getting him to move into a home rather than something else? And what I said to my mum and what I said to my auntie was, because we were sitting there trying to solve this particular challenge, and it was really tricky, and everybody had all these ideas and emotions and things that they wanted to see and their map of the world and all their stuff. And I said to my mum, if you were queen of the universe and you could have anything happen, what is it that you'd want to see? And I literally, I gave her a proverbial talking stick and said, here, have this. And neither of us, it meant that my auntie and I, who usually actually, honestly take the floor and steal the conversation airtime, we basically listened. It meant that we weren't allowed to speak. We had to just listen to how, if my mum was queen of the universe, what she'd love to see. And afterwards we were able to go, actually, it's a really great idea, or give us some feedback on something that maybe was her map and not grandpa's, or, whatever. And then my auntie said, my mum finished, she processed everything that she needed to. And, just to have someone actually hold the space, just say exactly what needs to be said, which is actually nothing at that time. Let her process what's going on. And I gave the stick, the proverbial stick to my auntie, and she was able to go, just share a whole heap of stuff that was going on in her mind and in her heart. And then they gave the stick to me, and I said, the way that I would love to solve this is that I wish, if I was queen of the universe, I would heal my grandmother, and it would be her decision to be dealing with this. Because my gran, unfortunately, has Alzheimer's and was brilliant at managing family dynamics, and unfortunately wasn't there to be actually stepping up and making these decisions. So, that was what we were talking about in Queen of the Universe. Now, from that space, creativity, possibility, thinking about outside the box, that comment cracked us all up. And, because we were still thinking realistic, we've got to, and it's like, what if we just took the lid off? What if we literally just took the lid off and had a bunch of fun really creating the lifestyle that we actually want? What if you were queen of the universe and you could have anything happen, and you weren't afraid to fail? Because I think that's what tends to make us be realistic. If you weren't afraid to fail and you were queen of the universe, What is it that you would actually do? What is it that you would create in 12 months' time? How many clients would you be helping? What would you be charging? You know, where would you be working from? Would you be working from home or in multiple locations? Would you have more than one clinic? Would you have staff? You know, what is it that you would really, really do? Do you want to move into counseling? Do you want to go and do some more qualifications? If you could have everything your way, you were king of the universe, what is it that you would actually do? And sometimes we've got to start with the realistic because we can create that and keep going and keep going and keep going. And then add a zero. You know, then think really, really, really big. Like, honestly, guys, if absolutely everything was possible and you could run your dream business, what does it look like? You know, we ask people all the time, where do you want to be in 12 months' time? And no one's got any idea. So many people don't know where they're going. And so without a vision, you get lost. And we want you guys to not be lost. We want you guys to be living the passion and stepping up and moving into the things that you actually, the reason that you signed up to be a therapist is so you could help more people. That's my message, guys. I want you to be thinking about, how could I think bigger? How could I add a zero? How could I be a health leader? And what would I have to do in my life right now in order to be that health leader? What are the steps I'd need to take to get my vision into reality so that it is realistic? And why not think bigger and bigger and bigger? Have an absolutely beautiful night, guys, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next live.